Hi, I'm Dan Palomino with KW Big Island and the Hawaii team. Well, can you believe it? Here we are. It's the end of 2023. We're into December, the final month of the year, and a lot going on. There's going to be two videos here. The first video, I'm going to kind of give you a market update. We're going to talk about money, finances, buying, selling, and so forth. The second video, I'm going to tell you about some great Christmas calendar events to do if you're coming to Kona. But first, let's talk about the market and what's happening. Yeah, it's been slower. There's no doubt about it. As you've heard me say before, sales are off by 30, 40, 50% in some areas. We are starting to see a little bit of an uptick, and that's normal because this is our season, right? When right at Thanksgiving, people start coming to Hawaii for just the Thanksgiving holidays or for the Christmas holiday. And then in January, the snowbirds start coming. People come from Canada, people come from the cold weather states, and they stay the entire winter. So we're coming into our season. I would expect to see an uptick in sales, and we have. Now, in the past, you've heard me talk about one of the strategies that we're using for buyers to get around high interest rates. And one of that strategies has been buy downs, right? Where we ask the seller for $20,000 or so, some type of number in concessions, so we can buy down the rate and get you a lower rate because mortgage interest rates have been so high. Well, now interest rates are coming down. And some people are talking about the wisdom of buy downs versus just taking the money in a price reduction. And so I thought in this episode today, maybe we would explore a little bit of that. Now, I understand that buy downs and getting a lower interest rate, which leads to a lower monthly payment, is important for a lot of people. What that monthly mortgage payment is every month is a big deal. And so buying down the rate may be the solution for you, but let me give you an alternative here. So let's say that I'm gonna give you an example. Let's say we're buying a $1 million property and we're gonna get an $800,000 loan because we're doing 20% down or $200,000. And that $800,000 loan is at 7.2%. Again, these are all hypothetical numbers. Do not take these to the bank. I'm making this up, okay? That's my disclaimer. All right, so we've got an $800,000 loan at 7.2%. And let's say we want to buy the rate down by 1 full point, down to 6.2%. And let's say the cost to that is $20,000 that we get from the seller in the form of a seller credit or concession. All right, so what's the difference in payment? Well, the difference on an $800,000 loan from 7.2 to 6.2 is about $500 a month. All right, so let's do the math. If we do that for a year, we've saved about $6,000. Now, for the most part, we've been telling people to do this for a year because we don't think that interest rates will be this high this time next year. We think that they'll be in the mid fives. And so you'll refinance. And we think that in most cases, you're only going to hold this high interest loan for about 12 months. But is that the best use of the money? Right? Because what did we do? We saved $6,000 by holding that loan for 1 year, but it took $20,000 from the seller to do it. Did we really maximize that $20,000? Maybe it would have been better just to take a $20,000 price reduction on the house and use all of that money as opposed to only saving about $6,000 over 12 months. Now, if you wanted to use the full $20,000, you'd have to hold on to that loan for about 3.5 years. And we don't think you're going to hold on to that for 3.5 years. So maybe the buy down is not the best use of the $20,000. That's the point of this blog. I hope you understood that. If you have more questions, again, contact me here at the Hawaii team. It's going to be a fun Christmas season. There's going to be a lot of people on the island. There's going to be a fair amount of transactions. Most of them at asking or over asking because, again, inventory is so incredibly low. There's just not a lot of homes available to purchase. All right, if you're interested in buying, selling, or investing in real estate, contact me here at the Hawaii team, 808-913-0899, 808-913-0899, or thehawaiiteam.com. Aloha.